Hello, everyone. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 4 of the Space Jam LA tournament. This is online premier level X-Wing. Thank you guys so much for joining us now or in the future. I want to tell you though, if you haven't watched live, you're missing out on all the awesome side stuff that we do, as well as prizes that we give away. Join us if you can. Join us. It's fun. Come over to Twitch, hit that follow button, hit that notification button so you know when we go live. My co-host for this round is
Ryan Staniszewski.
That's right, the one and only. And this round and all of our rounds are brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. Use that coupon code SPACEJAM2020 to get 20% off of your order so that you're ready to play in style when we are back to being able to play in person. Ryan, let's go ahead and break down these lists.
So we have triple IG aggressors. We have IGD with jamming beam and auto blasters. We have IGB with jamming beam and tractor beam, and then we have IGC with just jamming beam, all with the title triple IGs. This is what I was kind of excited to see on stream because it started 2-0. Unfortunately, Brendan lost his last round against an opposing 2-0 opponent, but he's still in it to 2-1. We'll see how this goes. And he has a very interesting resistance build we have here. And looking at it first, I was kind of confused how it was going to work, but I see some shenanigans here. So we have Rey with some of the standard fare, Rose, Finn, Contraband, Cybernetics instead of the title, which most games for some people, they find that maybe saving, let's see, is the resistance... is Rey's title 2 points as well? It is, but Contraband does allow you to take any actions, not just the certain ones on the title, so a little more flexibility, but once a game instead of all the games. But this Rey also has Stealth Device. Now, I have a local of mine who's used Stealth Device, and it actually can pay off to help the early damage onto Rey against multiple opposing ships. Then we have Amilyn Holdo. So we don't see a lot of her. So as a reminder, before you engage, you may choose another friendly ship at range 1 to 2. You may transfer to that ship 1 token of a type that ship does not have. That ship may transfer 1 token to you of a type that you do not have. So you basically swap tokens of tokens you don't have of each other. So what it looks like, so next, well, BB-8 next with Intimidation, actually a solid piece. BB-8 normally that I've seen successful has had Intimidation. And then we get down to a couple normally head scratchers, but I think that's part of maybe the trick that they're trying to pull off here, is we have a Fireball with Cloaking device, and then we have a A-Wing with Swarm Tactics. Just an I-1 A-Wing. So I think I'd have to look into it further. The one I'm confused mostly about is the Swarm Tactics on the I-1, but that would basically push Amilyn Holdo down later if Rey shoots later. But I think the main thing is getting a cloaking device onto Rey when she needs it. So on a turn where she could be looking at a lot of damage and not seeing much necessary to return fire, could instead decide to swap the cloak token off of the fireball onto Rey, and Rey can give any token that the fireball doesn't have back to the fireball, and then she could be cloaked for that turn for anyone else shooting after Rey. So, and then the next turn she'd have decloaking options open.
And that would be Rey going down to initiative 1, right?
No, not with that trigger specifically, because Holdo is just as before you engage, she would trigger. So when Rey engages at I-5, she could do that. Or if it's on a like I'm about to engage turn, he could decide to drop Rey down to an I-1, and then pass the cloaking token off. I mean, so the timing necessarily wouldn't matter too much that I see just yet, unless I'm missing something. Because Amilyn Holdo's only clauses before you engage, so it's not like Rey could shoot and then get something. It looks like he's So I may have lost track of where that cloak token's been passing around to, but it looks like it got passed over to BB-8 somehow. So did it go to Ray and then Ray threw it over to BB-8?
So I think the blue squadron shoots, and then Ray engages and passes the cloak token to the blue squadron so that Ray can shoot. Oh, we had our first shot here. IGD hit crit into BB-8. Cloaked BB-8 right now. Plenty of dice. Should be okay. Oh, nope. Taking a hit. Taking a crit. But I think those things have shields, right? I think I got one.
Yeah. Oh, the stream's saying they can't see the dice.
Ah. Sorry about that. Better? Let me know. Let me know. It should be better.
Yep. I see it.
Cool. All right, we have another attack coming in here from the green IG. That was 2 hits. BB-8, where's your paint? There it is. It was through a cloud, so we're all good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1 hit. Leaning on those green dice, and they work out.
So I guess I must have missed while I was trying to figure out this combination, because the fireball had to start with the cloak token, and I'm assuming it got passed to Ray with Amelin Holdo, and then got from Ray to BB-8 somehow from the next turn, swapping around.
Shenanigans. That's all I got to say. I missed the pass as well. Sorry, I had a couple of questions about the tournament wise. Sorry about that, guys. This is the bad side about trying to multitask a little bit. But it's pretty nifty. This is the first time I've actually seen that Holdo card actually even on the table.
Well, so I think this is let's see, this is probably the first situation of allowing cloaking device to be taken by the resistance at all. Because cloaking
right.
device, while illicit slot is on the Falcon, cloaking device is only small medium base.
Yeah.
It definitely gives BB-8 a lot of opportunity to get in blocking position between BB-8's own ability and the decloak.
Oh yeah, because you can basically like triple barrel roll.
Yep. Well, basically, it's a 4 barrel roll because you got to count for the base length off the 2. So, besides trying to figure out the shenanigans involved with the resistance list, the IGs look to be in a solid position. They're all helping each other out in sort of a loose attack formation. Not really formation, but a loose attack vector where red and yellow are separated out wide enough to attack from a different angle, whereas green, although going up the middle, does have a little gas cloud coverage. So he's choosing to barrel roll with BB's ability first. We'll have to see if he decides to decloak or not. He is not. So it looks like BB-8's just meant to get in the way here.
Just
stay cloaked with intimidation.
Just be a pain. Sometimes it's enough.
So for people who may have not seen it, the cloaking device was put on the fireball, and then Amelin Holdo, who is on Ray, took that cloak token off the fireball in the first turn and put it onto Ray. And then when Ray engaged in the next turn, she passed it off to BB-8. Since no other ship in the Resistance can gain a cloak token, it's an easy swap for Amelin Holdo. Taking the double calculates. Seems that not all the IGs will be able to attack at the same... Well, Ray is his target, so it's looking like we'll get a variation of some range 3s, some range 2s, some range 2 or 3 obstructed shots.
Yeah, I think all 3 of those IGs should be able to go into Ray. For sure.
We'll have to see the power of that stealth device on Ray, potentially. And if Ray doesn't... I mean... So Ray can take a token, obviously. If he finds that he'd rather Ray tank the shot and that only one IG can shoot at BB, Ray can swap with Amelin Holdo that cloak from BB-8 to herself.
It's very true. And then you give the IG player the choice, like, all right, so you have a range 1 shot on BB-8. Do you just go ahead and take that now, or do you take advantage and try to fire at Ray? Here we go.
Looks like he took the focus from the recruit, but doesn't he have to give something to it? It has to be a type that they don't have, so I don't know. That doesn't look exactly legal.
You may transfer to that ship 1 token. Is that the ship? You may choose another friendly ship. You may transfer to that ship.
With Amelin Holdo, I
don't think you can get to double focuses.
Yeah, I don't know how he was able to get to double focus.
Just double checking.
You guys want me to hop in there?
Yeah, I mean, it won't really matter for the attack, but the fact that this focus is still here is questionable.
Okay.
So yeah, just trying to figure out how did
Ray get 2 focus tokens? Like, we understand Amelin Holdo, but you can't swap a token that you already have.
Okay.
So we'll get clarification on that. Hit crit going into Ray from the red IG.
I think Nick's chatting with them right now about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he can't pass it. He figured that out. Yep. Okay. So we did have Ray do take away all shields on IGB.
Right. Everything is good.
Cool. And we're having some good return fire from the red IGD in the Ray right now. The range 3 with stealth device, and I don't think that should be in Ray's arc, so he can use Finn. But it's spending a force either way. Negate it, maintain the stealth device. Utilize a rose to spend the Finn blank and gain the lock.
All the shenanigans. I do love all the combinations of all this kind of like very janky step-by-step synergy. It's pretty fun. And it's really, Amelin Holdo is one of those pilots, or one of those cards that I just like, I don't understand how to even use this. It's like you read it and you go, I don't know, I'm putting it away. and
I mean, there might be something with the cloak token now. I mean, I still think it's a bit on the gimmicky side, but you could technically have 2 cloak tokens floating around your list, because there's 2 charges for that cloaking device, and if you immediately pull it off that fireball, that cloaking device can't turn off.
Right.
So if you set 2 of your ships up for like a really good first engagement where it's hard to predict where they're going, just because ships can now decloak. Oh, triple blank. Oh, there goes the stealth device.
One less dice.
Unless, was that a... No, that had to be a primary attack, because none of the other cannons are out to... Well, there's tractor beam, and that is on yellow, though, so... that was a damage. Incoming from IGB. Using one of those calculates. 2 more on the Ray.
Now, you don't want to take damage this early on Ray, for sure.
Well, I mean, he's got no more mods to mitigate that defense as is. I think he's thinking about using Rose to swap the target lock somewhere else, because he can spend a blank.
Oops, sorry about that, guys.
A-Wing coming in with the rear arc. 2 hits.
This is going into the yellow IG. And safe.
2. Yeah, maybe later we can ask Virgil what they were thinking on the swarm tactics, because that's the only part of this chain that I don't yet see what it's necessary for.
It's going to be some like 5D chess, like only works in this one situation combination.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, it's just this, like, only needed for this situation. Felt like he needed it. I guess it would be if he knows he wants all of his ships to shoot. But Ray is already cloaked, right? Off of Amel and Holdo, it's before Ray engages, she could pass a cloak. But if that's at I-5, that means one of his ships is not shooting. If he changes Ray to Initiative 1, everyone else can shoot, and then Ray could pass the cloak when she engages to someone who's already shot, and then she could shoot.
It's true.
Granted, that makes Ray I-1 for shooting, and she could be initiative killed if she's that low, but I assume he wouldn't make that decision. But it's there. So the cloak token is now gone, unless the fireball actions to take another one, which is definitely something you can consider. See, now in my head I'm trying to think, cloak tech. What if Poe had a cloak token?
Like, oh.
The 3K. Trying to get that block on yellow. That's another token too. That fireball has an evade token. Ray cannot make one for herself.
Nope.
So
it's only the fireball. That's its job.
yeah. So with Amel and Holdo on Ray, that single fireball with cloaking device provides a pseudo reverse coordinate. Like, well, not coordinate, just access to things Ray wouldn't normally have, because coordinate would imply they get another action. This is just giving her more actions on her bar through a support style ship. Ooh, there's a 3K. Using the IGD ability, changing the sloop to a regular 3K.
Huh.
And there's the IGD sloop to a 3-turn sloop. Oh, hello there. That Ray landed.
All right,
There's
has some options now.
They're both going to be in her arc, so her ability will be on with Finn on either one.
I mean, you probably
neither ship has shot yet though, or has taken damage. So it's a new slew of health to chew through to get some points.
I mean, IGC has a better ability than IGD. There's a focus action.
Yeah. And IGC just has the jamming beam, whereas IGD also has auto blaster. So
true.
IGD does have the follow-up. All right, so he passed the evade, so he needs to pass a token back to the fireball. He cannot keep that focus, right?
Double check it.
But you brought the car.
No, that ship may transfer one token to you. They don't have to.
It's a may. Oh.
Yep.
I thought that was a must. Okay.
All right. Big swing there by Ray. Spending the target lock on the 2 non-hits. And has force available. That's going to be 5. It's easy for Ray.
Jeez.
No problem. All day, day.
That's 5.
Taking everything. That is just, man, over half points right there. Right into the hole.
So it looks like actually both clauses for Amlin Holder are may. You may transfer to that ship 1 token type that they do not have, and that ship may transfer 1. There's no if you do this, if you do that. They're both separate clauses.
Yep.
That's okay. I thought they both had to happen for it to work.
Was there a crit in that pile?
Let's check the thing.
There,
Red player rolled dice.
Yeah.
Player got 1 crit, 2 hit, 1 eye, 1 hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be crit.
Nick's got it.
Thanks, Nick. Loose stabilizer.
Loose stabilizer. After you execute a non-straight maneuver, suffer damage. Oof.
Not that bad of a shot. Could be this is a crit into Ray. Well, wait a minute. It's in their front arc. This is not a crit into Ray.
No.
Well, he's got Finn. He should be. Yep. He can generate 2 with that.
Very good. Thank you for showing us. There it is. So that is the Finn trigger, adding the blank, spend the evade from the fireball and her own focus in order to end up with 2 evades.
Okay.
Here's
so
BB-8.
This is
IG
into Ray from green, I believe.
Yes. IGC, yes.
Ray does not have force, so she will just take the 1 damage.
And then takes a target lock, I think, maybe with, yeah.
Yep. Yes, if the IG player missed the opportunity to do the auto blaster, Because he missed with red. Here's IGB to BB. That's a sad BB. I was just looking through the chat. I mean, looks like there might have been a chance that he did miss the IGB trigger to get a second shot if he didn't do damage on the main shot.
Yeah. Well.
Natties.
Ooh, there you go. Just roll them squiggles, baby. No big deal. We're fine. How are you?
Squiggles. The IG squiggling. I do see that the difficult part in the coming turns is that both these IGs down here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so not red, but green is stressed. Ray has a clear opportunity to do a sloop in either direction, unless red decides to just stay there, because then Ray will just bump if she tries to sloop right, and if she sloops left, red will still have that shot.
Yeah. I think it depends on whether or not he wants to take the tactical bump or not, right?
Yep. Because if you take the tactical bump and Ray sloops and makes that move on like her left side, then red's still unmodified. And I'm pretty sure with the fireball following Ray, the fireball will generate a token for Ray.
Here you go.
And that's so. Then maybe it is more like a type of coordinate then.
Yeah.
Because after reading that Holdo's a May on both sentences, then that fireball can just say, I'm evading, I'm evading, I'm evading. Here you go, Ray. It's like a cheap hollow without the bad side.
Right. You just have to pay for how much is Holdo?
8.
8 plus the other and then the fireball is. But I guess any ship can be it's a kind of like a flexible coordinate.
Yeah, but the fireball is cheap enough. Like, it's 26 points.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'd have to mess around with that a little bit. Methinks.
Yeah, and I mean, theoretically, Ray has white sloops. Because she could just dump the stress off to a friend. If they're not stressed with Holdo.
Man, curious to know. This is going to be a cool turn. I'm excited for this. Here is the A-Wing just continuing up the board.
Open out. He is taking the cloak.
All right.
Which means it's open to be passed to Ray if he needs it.
Right. Ray can get it because she would not have a cloak token. There's no way for her to have it before it would happen.
That also means Ray needs to stay within range 1 to 2. So that to me is interesting.
Okay, so winch straight overlaps to cloud. So no loose stabilizer damage.
Oh, he did have a loose stabilizer though too.
Yep.
I might have just done the one straight and not. Would he have landed? I don't know. I don't think so. I might have taken the self bump then.
The thought might have been maybe to just have an opportunity to get that ship out of the combat, clear. Oh man, because you're gonna take a damage no matter what. Huh.
Another strain going out. There's not a lot of incoming. It's literally just attacks from Ray, and she didn't sloop. So her only attack at this point is a rear arc at Red, which is already very damaged. So not something you can discount. Red only has 3 health remaining with a strain. And a target lock still on. I don't know if Ray has a focus. So I don't see the token in there. I'm not sure what action Ray took. Spent the lock though, got hit at crit. Could be a dead IG.
And
That is a dead IG. Ruh-roh.
It's not the way this is supposed to go. Heh.
Okay, what do we have here? Some chasing down the A-wing. That won't do much.
Did you see the surprise it just put on on stream for you, Nick?
Uh-oh. Some people saw it.
Wait, say that again? I missed that little part you just said.
Type redeem Nick in the chat.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Do I even have... Watch, I'm not even going to have enough points. It's going to be even worse.
I don't think it requires points.
It does.
Oh no, that's not... It's even worse. A 1,000 points.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, people are smashing that right now, so you'll see it.
There is no redemption for Nick. Shout out to Blendin 101. Appreciate it.
Too expensive? No,
expensive.
it's a
It should
meme.
be.
It's the most it's on that most expensive tier.
Oh, he did. So the follow-up shot after the missed base shot tagged the A-wing with a tractor beam token. Seems like a good idea to put that on a gas cloud so that next turn he has to deal with it on movement.
All right, if I seem distracted, that's why I was finishing that up. I wanted to get it done. All right.
Good job.
All right, so the tractor beam hits. Prepare him to the left as far backwards as possible.
I think he's
that he goes
trying
over
to
it
get
next
another
turn.
one. Maybe he's having issues with it right now.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you just barrel roll it normally. Overlaps. All right, it's too popular. Have to make it more expensive. It's about finding the economic balance, cost and demand. Or no, sorry, cost and demand.
Oh, how do you rotate 90 degrees? Because he has that opportunity.
It's TL4 if he's gonna go to the left. All right, TL4.
I mean, he can also just unlock it and change his degree of positioning.
Right. They got it.
There we go. He wanted to point that back arc. Does still mean that A-Wing's going to go through that gas cloud next turn, just barely. But he gets to shoot this turn. Be really sad for Yellow if he got half pointed by a guy he just pulled closer to him.
I know. Well, you know what? So you take some risks, right? That's the risk there with the tractor beam.
I'm not seeing shots, and they're already flipped their dials, so...
Missed opportunity. Because, yeah, it doesn't prevent you from shooting. The initiative still came up. Oh, and then with the flip, it also needs another stress.
It does.
Yep.
It does need... Yep. So...
But engagement is required.
Yeah, you're required to engage.
Yep.
There we go.
We did it. We did it.
We didn't tell him to shoot, we told him to engage. Which is what is required.
Yep.
Is it range 1? Oh, wow, it is.
Yep. 2 hits going into the yellow IG.
Safe. Squiggles.
Squiggle McWiggle.
So the interesting part of that tractor beam is that probably just made that A-Wing like be able to leave. Like he was going into that corner that the IGs could hunt down, but now not so much.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where like, oh, I get an additional shot with my cannon, but that would have been one, obviously in hindsight, that that Brendan probably wants back.
I mean, he could still shoot with the cannon. He just probably didn't want to move the A-Wing.
But then why even shoot the tractor beam? He had no other shots
Good
coming
question.
in. Yeah.
Take all shots you can, no matter what. Yeah, because now he's going that way. I think it'd be pretty good if Green one hards to the left to get a shot, get shots on Ray, because Ray is very unlikely going to have the arc pointed unless she sloops in the corner, which she can do. That is easily an option. Did we miss the roll for this the gas cloud?
I think he
Yes. He rolled it and he got a blank. So
yeah, so he's all good.
he's good. No strain. Looks like the fireball did decloak.
You know, I think for League Night this week, I want to mess around with Holdo. Now that we're actually seeing it kind of used, maybe try to find some other places where it could be funny.
It's like, yeah, the Ray player forgot to regen force. I do remember one force being there at the end of last turn. So he should be at 2. I don't know if I like Ray being behind this. He does have boost. IGC is still active. Yep. It's good. A lot of gas cloud coverage from the Ray shot with an evade token.
That could be an opportunity for the IGs to get ahead, get rid of the A-Wing, maybe take care of...
Ray says, I don't care.
All right. I was wondering if she was going to go around or not. Takes a strain, but no shots coming towards, so it does not matter.
I mean, I don't know if I agree with going this hard at the A-Wing, though.
I mean, maybe the thought was that Ray was going to take the long way around, not go through the clouds. Sometimes people don't think about it.
Yeah. This will be range 3 at green. Green is full with an evade token. Ray generates 4.
Because that's what she do.
Yep. Spends both force. Actually, no, spends 1 force because
took a calculate from BB-8.
Huh. Okay.
Spends evade, still takes 1 crit. Has shields, takes it on the chin.
Not bad for what Ray threw at him.
Yeah. All right, 2 hits, 2 focuses going in to the A-wing.
I like it.
Spending the calculates. A-wing's
That's real
taking
damage.
2.
That's 3.
Oh, 3, excuse me.
A-wing does not have a token.
Down to
That's a good
1.
shot.
He's got to make that last shot count.
I mean, if he can wipe that A-wing off, that means he has the ability to re-engage. Now, he doesn't have the IGD turnarounds, though. So he's left to just sloops. And maybe a 4K. I don't remember if they retain that. They do have a 4K. Only one. That A-wing would have to triple focus because it's obstructed. Actually,
Quadruple focus. Not today.
Not happening.
So hopefully everybody out there in X-Wing World is doing well. I want to remind you guys that we will be back tomorrow with the top cut. Should be fun. We got more giveaways to do. I think our next stretch goal is 80. If we get to 80, we're going to be giving away that captain's first order captain's armband. Over the next few events, we also have the major first order major band as well as the general band, which is a double black band. It's pretty cool.
Don't ask what? Two going into IGB from the fireball. Oh,
Little hiccup there.
Takes
have any tokens?
1, that's
no.
half.
Fireball doing some work.
Mm-hmm.
And safe there. I do have to say, like, seeing these lists, they're very different. I know that we're used to seeing Ray relatively, just because of how hard she punches. But seeing this loadout for Ray, and then also Brendan bringing the triple IGs, and both of them being in contention for the cut, is just really cool to see something different. And I'm looking forward to. You know, when you see stuff like this, it just kind of gets the brain juices flowing, exposing people to different combinations that maybe people hadn't thought of before. Really considered thing. And, you know, Ryan, you had said that Holdo is basically a pseudo coordinate, but more flexible. I like that. Like that, I had never thought of it that way.
When we start to look at these, like, if you have Holdo in your list, then that 26 point, like, let's say cloaking device isn't even in this, right? That's like, if we take that out of the equation, that's still just a 26 point ship with an 8 point upgrade that's on Ray specifically that can get her evade tokens pretty easily, which she normally can't have. And that's literally just saying, hey, I have reinforced for 1 shot, but better because it can negate all damage, because I now have an evade that can be added by Finn, which means that stealth device investment is protected even further. So it's interesting, that's for sure. I actually have the list builder up right now, trying to see like what else can. Because I think if you look at Ray when she engages, you know who else engages at I5 that can generate a lot of tokens? ZZ.
Oh, look at all my tokens.
ZZ can shoot first, and if it's like no one's shooting ZZ anyway, well, because it's on an odd angle, pass it over to Ray.
That's pretty cool. And there is that, that extra crew slot open on Ray. You put Finn and Rose, and the rest is just flavor. I really like this Holdo idea. Xpov yelling Holdo meta. Hey,
I don't know about that. But that Ray's much harder to kill if you are in her front arc, so don't be there. It's the only thing I can say.
So the fireball does bump.
And what's interesting too is because BB-8's calculating ship a focus, like it can't generate a focus, and Ray can't generate calculates. So once again, another contributing ship.
And just if anybody's wondering or needs that clarification, if you do get the decloak, the cloak token to Ray, and you use it to decloak, it would be, you don't do it like a normal. It's not a 2 straight that is used. It's basically like a large ship barrel roll. Works that way.
Yep. Yeah, it's a large ship barrel roll and a large ship
boost.
Regular boost.
Yep.
So basically, however you would decloak a medium base with cloaking device, you would do the same thing with the big base, just with the correct barrel roll, not the medium base barrel roll.
Mm-hmm. All right, hit, focus. Oh, full string there.
That's hit. Crit. Ray bringing the heat.
Now it is through a gas cloud at range 3.
With a calculate. Or two calculates? Should be two calculates.
Mm-hmm.
And the auto thrusters cloud.
Marsh Glyph, no, medium and large bases do not barrel roll the same. I would suggest watching the X-Wing Quick Tips on the Gold Squadron Podcast YouTube on how to barrel roll.
They may use the same template, but they do not barrel roll the same.
Mm-hmm. Gold Squadron Podcast, you just hit 650. I did. Woo, woo.
Oh, man.
At 650. 650 at 650? What? Your number 650? This is a momentous occasion. You did it at 6:50 p.m. my time. You were the 650th patron.
A-Wing
Thanks for supporting, man.
Died.
A-Wing gone.
So the big part right now, the rest of this game is the IG player Brendan needs to take care of Ray. And unfortunately, Ray is behind them, so they would need to start performing some sloops.
Yeah, it's time to get those arcs turned around.
Which that fireball could be in prime position to try and block all of them. I mean, so still got shots from fireball with one going into a double calculated green. That's out of the box.
He's got one focus in there. We good.
Oh yeah, he's only one. Didn't need to spend it. So we could see a left sloop for green and a right sloop for yellow, so they don't bump into each other.
Yeah.
But man, if that fireball can get in the right position, can at least block one of those. Is there a chance he can get somewhere? I mean, if he does them opposite directions, he shouldn't be able. Yeah, he can't block both. But he could definitely block one of them.
So Marsh Glyph is asking, what do you think about putting Covanel with the reinforce upgrade that's angle deflectors in a Holdo Ray list? That seems like a lot of points to invest in the Holdo shenanigans, because you're already playing for Holdo. You're taking angle deflectors, which is more points. You're losing a shield.
Angle deflectors is pretty bad. No, I think what we're seeing here could be the basing of where Holdo can be good, because the point of this is you're basically, the fireball has now become a small coordinate platform by it taking its action, following Ray around range 1 to 2, and just say, here's a focus, or here's an evade. If Ray target locks, I can give her a focus. If Ray focuses, I've already planned on that, so I'm giving her an evade. So even BB-8, because BB-8 is a ship that has calculate, Ray doesn't have calculate, it's not only the fireball that can give tokens, it's also any ship.
Yeah.
So I know one of the, I remember when the transport came out, I was like, well, dang, with reinforced deflectors and Holdo, this something might break, and we didn't see that, mainly because angle deflectors, from what we can tell, is just not as great of a card, and a lot of times the before you engage section is normally what hurts a lot of the Holdo shenanigans, because you'd have to put Holdo on the higher initiative ship, which at this point, for attack value and getting your points back and putting on a valuable ship, it's only Ray.
Mm-hmm.
But Kova is much more expensive than these cheaper ships. And because of Finn, that gaining the evade from a fireball that she can take it from,
so much more value.
Ends up being potentially more valuable than trying to get the points to get the angle deflectors on a ship that can take it and not invest too many points.
And there's the barrel roll trying to block up some of the sloops. BB-8 moving in, removing those red tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a focus. Should be a calculate, but I'm sure they'll figure that out.
Oh, so I think he expected might have been expecting that and just turned away. Question is
one forward.
Oh. I mean, you don't have to turn it Ray, I guess.
Yep.
But Ray's still chasing green. Ooh, Ray didn't land on any of those. Well, Yellow, you want to be prepared here.
Couple shots
Good thing you have that evade.
Yeah, got the evade from the IGC ability. Does Ray move in faster? Could boost to the left to continue work onto green. It's IGC.
I just let him know about the calculate that BB-8 should have enough focus. I think Ray's actually better off just hanging out there, because if you boost, well, all right.
I felt the aggression. I felt the pull.
I don't know. Put himself in that corner. Yellow can now start getting back in the fight. I mean, yeah, this puts pressure on green, but I don't know if I like where that.
Ray has a title, though, right? She can get flipped around pretty quick. No, she does not have the title. No title.
This is not this is contraband Ray, though.
Okay. We should be okay.
Once once a turn or once a game, essentially, she can do better than Ray title. So adding a blank, she already had the lock. That's why she went that way.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part. Well, that matters.
Does 2.
So spend, calculate. How many forces does he have? He's got both. That's all 5.
That's all 5 of them.
Jeez. Whoa.
That's 4 hits and a crit. We're probably getting half points here. That IG does have 2 calculate tokens.
And we'll spend both of them.
Yes. Shield, crit.
That's half.
We'll find out what that crit is here in a sec.
Found out that if you take contraband off Ray,
Panic pilot.
intimidation off. What? Panic.
Panic.
He's in the corner. Oh, panic. Very much panic. I don't know if this is more or less optimized, but if you take cloaking off, let's see. That's dice roll. Who we got here?
All right, 2 hits.
Fireball. He wants that fireball.
And
Takes 1.
Takes 1 damage. That's the first blood onto the fireball there. BB-8 has a long-range shot from downtown.
Bring it downtown.
Get some BB-8s in the chat. Oh, he missed.
All right. So this is like an impromptu list of the week right now, because I'm modifying it myself a little bit, where it's just a blank fireball. Ray's got all the same stuff. BB-8 is blank, and then I upgraded that A-Wing from that Swarm Tactics Blue to ZZ with Crackshot and Advanced Optics for 2. It's at 200. ZZ's more threatening as an A-Wing, goes at the same time as Ray, which basically means you don't need to worry about the Swarm Tactics. You lost the cloaking shenanigans and the BB-8 intimidation shenanigans, but I think you made the Ray combination cheaper.
Yeah. And you get better ships out of it.
You're not investing in cloaking anymore. Because that's my main concern, is as this list progresses and goes against other I5s, I6s, things that move after her, if she can't get that arc, there needs to be another ship that's more threatening in that battle.
Somebody in the chat saying, isn't heroic better than Crackshot? No.
Dion is correct.
I just wanted to say it and then slap him. I was just a little, no? You kidding? No.
Turns out ZZ's ability makes up for heroic by a lot. I think I'd put advanced slam on the fireball instead of cloaking. Maybe. I like the idea of keeping that fireball as cheap as possible with this Holdo thing.
Its job is to be annoying, do some blocking, and provide the tokens.
Yep. Yeah, no, that because of Holdo, the cloak token is for Ray, and whoever Ray decides to give it to if she doesn't want to have it anymore.
I yeet, you yeet.
I prefer having an emergency button instead of doing 1 more damage. Problem is, heroic isn't a button you can press.
That's right. It's a button that pops up randomly.
Yeah. It's a button that... It's more of an alarm than a button. It's like DEFCON 1, beep boop, beep boop. Oh. Well, neither IGs are modded. and everyone's pointing at yellow. Yellow has 4 health remaining with Ray's shot. Ray's gonna go rear arc into green, it looks like. Because she target locked, and Holdo's gonna say that's mine from the fireball. Huh. Spending the target lock. That does actually make Ray's regular shots outside of her arc more dangerous.
It does, as well as it helps Ray conserve the her force as well. Like this Ray has not been force starved, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, you usually see that, but between BB-8, Holdo's just like so greedy on Ray. It's mine. 2 natty of 8s, very nice. For IGC. 2 health remaining. Ray's gonna take some fire back though, so the attempt to get her to half. Does have 1 force still. Kind of surprised because that was only 1 focus result. I'm surprised he didn't use the force there, but I guess with the force and Finn from yellow, he could take a blank and turn it to an evade anyway. It's a little more flexible.
All right, here we go. This is range 1 going into Ray.
Out the rear. Trying to get that force spent without having the reinforced feel. Oh, that doesn't matter if you do that, though.
Hit crit. This could be
Ray.
bad. Disable power regulator.
3 turns from now, it might matter.
3 turns from now, it might not exist.
Shh, that's why I said it might not matter. Don't spoil it. Also, it could be either way. Ray dead or IG's dead.
All right, IGB deciding on a target.
It's got to be Ray, right?
Yeah, I mean, you just continue double down there.
Well, no, BB-8 does have 1 more health only. I think BB-8 might be a solid shot here, just because BB-8's got no mods.
Hit crit.
If it's BB, it'll be 3 dice. Yeah.
All right, there you go. Trying to get it off the table. Got him.
That'll do it. That's a ship off the board. Heard it pop. What was that?
What'd you hear?
Oh, it just told you that your color is purple. That's why I was like, what? Did they forget something?
No, they're good.
Okay. They saw you turn purple, like, wait a minute, is he about to come in and do something? What did we mess up?
No, I was just checking something. It looks like the tab is working again, or at least for right now.
Yeah.
Just checking that.
See, we got fireball into yellow with nothing.
Whiff.
So the good thing with the IGs right now is they're on Ray's complete opposite sides. So he can simply just, do one, slow moves to keep her locked in. Probably just doing a 1 straight to purposely bump forward with the green. And then 1 bank with yellow. So the fireball has the opportunity to zoom forward and block up what yellow's move is, so yellow doesn't get an action. I keep thinking someone saying they keep hearing YOLO from me instead of yellow.
It's his Michigan.
That's IG YOLO, apparently. That's 1 point that someone made in the chat, too. The points are close enough that if you kill the fireball, That puts it back in favor of the IGs.
Yep, you got 30 points. That put them at 146.
It's easier to do 3 health on the Fireball than it is 5 health on Ray.
Well, and the Fireball bumps there, so no actions. IG bumps as well.
A big deal, because they can just change their target now. If I were the IGs, I would stay as defensive from Ray as possible and just kill that Fireball. That's a juicy shot. And yellow is IGB, who has Tractor Beam. So if yellow shoots first, which he should do, and Ray
that's a bump.
Bumped, can't shoot yellow.
Now green only has 2 health left. The green IG, that's IG88C. So Ray, with some good dice, could take him out.
You have no tokens to pass around, and Ray does have 2 force. Cannot mitigate the blanks anymore.
It's range 2 shot. Here we go.
Is he willing to spend them both? He might have to if he thinks the Fireball's going to bite it. It's no mods.
Risky.
IG's got 2. He would need to be perfect to make it through. Complete blank out. Well, not blank, but no evades out of 3 dice rolled.
Choose violence. Do it. Do it. Chant it, chat. Chant it.
How much time is
He
left?
did.
I say do not choose violence.
He did it.
Spent the blank to get a lock. I'd lock yellow, probably, because you can sloop behind yellow next turn.
Took it on Ray. Here we go. This could be the game swinger right here.
Yep. Can green generate an evade? Needs 1.
And alive. 2 force
Squiggles.
wasted.
IG squiggles. I still think you shoot at the Fireball. I mean, yellow should start the shooting because yellow also has Tractor Beam.
Yep.
You don't move the Fireball, you just put a Tractor Beam on it if your main shot does not hit. Oh, he went into Ray with green. I don't like splitting that fire. He might not know the math that killing the Fireball gets him a victory.
Hit, crit.
That helps though.
Math.
1 squiggle, hit crit.
And what's that
All
crit?
breach. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Needs to do 2 damage. Actually,
down.
that wasn't half until just now on that Fireball. Oh, he's down by 3 points.
131 for Brendan. 134 for Virgil.
Oof.
Fireball whiffs going into IG88B. That is the yellow one.
6.5 minutes left. I think if he knew the score and knew that killing the Fireball would get him an advantage, even positionally, right? Positionally and combined arms, that Fireball now can still be in the way of these IGs and blocking their capability to turn around and do actions.
Yeah, and I want to also go back to the decision making for target priority. You were 100% correct that yellow should have fired first. Of course, we did see yellow actually do damage, but you had that potential that if yellow had missed, you go ahead and follow that up using the IGB trigger. To do the Tractor Beam, you pull the Fireball off of the green one, IGC, and then you would have another opportunity to shoot. Of course, the relative shots that happened, it wouldn't have mattered, but that's just something important to make sure that you're thinking about with your target priority.
He wouldn't even need to pull him off. He didn't bump into Fireball. He bumped into Ray when Ray was back there.
Oh, disabled power regulator.
Oh yeah, Ray needs to start accumulating some ions. So she should have 1.
Yep. They got it.
Yep, there it is. Ooh, nice sloop.
Ooh-wee.
I wasn't sure if that would make it.
Brave.
And that did not bump. Take the calculates.
This is the IG's turn right now. Like, that is so close. Like, I'll go to the other screen here for a second so you guys can see.
There's the sloop.
Like, barely any daylight in there.
Yeah. Wow. She did land on a gas cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta roll that dice.
And takes a strain. Brack Daddy, thank you so much for the sub. We just hit 75.
And oh, does she not have a shot? That's got to be her range 2. There's no way that's her range 3. Oh, yeah, that's
range
passing
2.
the evade. Okay. I was like, what?
Pass the strain off. And takes the evade from...
Oh, they swapped it.
Yep.
If the please, IG player, you got to know the points. Kill the fireball.
Go at the fireball.
Live, though, too. Ray is 4 starved, so only has 1 to use.
2 hits.
Probably spend it. Oh, he has the lock. That's right. He's going into green.
And that's getting that fin blank.
Oh, that hurts. Green at least has the modifications.
True.
Thinking about spending it though. I think you gotta. 4. 4 on 4.
Got it.
Only 1. Easy.
Kill that fireball right now. Kill the fireball. Don't get greedy.
Know your points. Fireball's taking the strain. It's actually smarter to do that. You're probably not doing 5 damage to Ray.
No, he's going at Ray.
Nothing. Tractor beam. Can he choose a different target?
Yes, I believe so.
Tractor beam's not going to do anything to Ray. You may as well do it on the fireball. Oh.
Yeah, it just says bonus attack.
He's just changing ships. Oh, I mean, the dice didn't help, but... Oh, man.
Just 1.
Yeah, this is into Ray.
Natties.
He's going to have another round, but... Man.
But, I mean, unfortunately, with the target priority there, like seeing what the choices that Brandon makes, is showing that he's not aware that he could have been ahead, and then you just block Ray next turn and run you block with green and run IG88B as far away as you can, and you win the game.
Yeah, like if you know the situation, you kill the fireball and then take yellow and just take green and then run into Ray, so Ray will bump into green, and then take yellow and 2 turn up the board and boost away with IGC ability with an evade.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a lot of people in the chat, oh, it's the dice, or it's the dice are killing. Like, no, I think if you had the correct target priority, you would have had a 1 agility fireball with 2 range 1 shots. Even unmodded from yellow is at least likely to do a damage, and then green should be able to finish it off. If yellow didn't do a damage, could have tractor beamed, applied another minus, and be 0 agility against green.
A couple people asking about the tokens on the table. Those are beautiful designs by Curled Paw Creatives. You can get the real life ones. Type !CPC and use that coupon code SpaceJam2020 for 20% off. The ones on TTS, they are exclusive to the GSP stream. And thank you to Andrew and Crazy Vulcan for helping us figure out how to get it done.
So now Brendan has to find a way to, if he realizes what the points are, if he can find a way again to engineer a situation that can create a kill on the fireball, he needs to do that. Is there an end round timer?
Yeah. Time is done in the round. The ion for Ray doesn't matter anymore because the game is over.
He's maintaining the strain on the fireball by doing that 2-turn. Barrel rolling. Oof. I hope that green did a 4 straight. 4K. Ooh. Did he realize it now? Yellow did get bumped, so it will only be green shot into the fireball that has a strain. Then Ray will have a shot onto yellow, who is not the more hurt one. Yellow does have 4 health left. Range 2 to yellow as well.
Here we go.
Ray
2 hits and a focus.
Can make 3. Unless he wants to spend a blank and move the lock, he could try and save the force, which is probably the right move. Spend the fin blank. And he might just keep that. Which actually doesn't make sense in my mind. Ray is not going to die. So you may as well do all the offense you can. But neither is the IG. The IG won't die, so.
Got it.
2 natties. So here's the big one.
IG.
Can green
C.
kill the fireball?
The double shot does not matter because this one has a jamming beam.
There's 2.
2 hits. He's strained. Strain.
Oh, it does it.
That's the game right there.
2 crits technically with hull breach.
And that is the game. Brendan squeaking it out right there at the end.
He's going to shoot to Ray because he can. Ray gets an evade.
Whew.
And he can add the evade and or add a blank and add an evade and turn it to evade with the evade token. But yeah,